Morning. It is quite early right now. It is almost 7 o'clock in the morning, and I am going live because I have an event today, which I'm very excited about. I am going to be at the Telltale Steampunk Festival. I should have uploaded some of the pictures from it. But that will be at the the Wyndham in York, basically, Wyndham Garden, New York. And I'm going to be there basically all day. From 11 o'clock to 12 o'clock, I'm going to be doing a panel on the art of drag and the history of drag, which I'm very excited about. Then from 3:30 to 5:30, I will be hosting a promenade. And then at 8 o'clock, I am the opening act for the band that is performing tonight, which, oh my God, it's 7 in the morning. So, of course, everything I was trying to remember, it's gone. It's completely gone. But today is going to be a rather long day. So if you are in the York area, come on out to the Wyndham Garden. I don't know how much it is to get in. I am looking that up right now. Steampunk Festival. There it is. Let me see. For the entire weekend, it was $80, $45 for children 11 to 16. If you're just coming today, it is $45. If you go tomorrow, it is $35. So children under 10 are free. It's going to be a cool event. Let me post the website here. That will be, who's there? Hey, Rachel, how are you? Right. I don't know why I'm up this early. No, I do, because I have to throw a whole bunch of makeup on. But the site is right here. It is telltalesteampunk.com. All one word. Pretty easy. But I was sitting here, I was starting to get ready, and I was like, I need motivation. I need a bit of a distraction today. So anything to keep me going. I'm also going to try some new makeup stuff today, so I'm kind of excited about that. All of my hair today is super light too. Like I'm practically blonde or like platinum blonde or pink today. But I'm thinking about taking a purple along. I don't know. I don't know yet. I haven't made up my mind. My brain is also like not engaged yet. This is not the earliest I have ever started getting ready either. I had an event just recently where I had to start getting ready at 5 in the morning. That was rude. That's how it used to be for the New Jersey Renaissance Fair too. I would wake up at 5 in the morning, get my makeup done. Luckily, with how the fair is and how my costume was created, I didn't have to wear body or anything, but still, like, I don't think I've ever seen you wear any other color hair but purple. Oh, I know. I rarely do. Well, that's not true. I've actually been wearing more and more non-purple hair. Because I've been doing more character stuff. So that, and especially with the Ren Fair circuit, I wouldn't be able to get away with the purple hair. So Lady Viola, actually very close to my hair color. And today's going to be interesting because I'm going to be an interesting mashup of Lady Viola and Jade DeVere. So that's not going to mess with my head at all. That'll be funny. Let me see if I can find Saturday, 8 o'clock to 8:30. Oh, there's a drunken chibi workshop. That's going to be cute. A Halo called Fred. They are the headliner tonight. I My brain was going to Fred. Fred is involved. Purple is perfect. Don't let people tell you different. Oh no, there's nothing. I ain't getting rid of the purple hair anytime soon. But for character stuff, I would prefer, like recently I've been doing a number as Helen from Death Becomes Her. Helen can't necessarily have purple hair. So I have a nice red wig I've been using for that. Um, Looking at my wig rack and seeing a sea of lavender always brings me joy. Let's try that for Lady Viola. Yep. Lady Viola is returning to the New Jersey Ren Fair this year for the first 3 weekends. And when you get your tickets, if you use promo code LeadingLady26, you will get a $5 discount on your tickets. Ta-da! I'm only there the first 3 weekends this year. I have another event closing weekend that unfortunately is another long running event I've had. So I had to make a choice, and that was the choice I had to make. Um, it was tough though. Like it was a difficult choice to make, but you know, it, to be blunt, came down to the money. And those are the choices nobody likes to make, but for financial reasons, I had to take the gig that was closer to home. I will be at York Pride that weekend. I'm frequently emceeing York Pride with Amethyst. So, yeah. Who else is out there watching? I know Rachel's not the only one. I see 3 of you are out there. Hey, Trixie, how are you? What are you doing up so early? I am very excited to ask Lexi your question. We literally the other night, we were getting ready to do the podcast, and we got a message and we had to postpone. I'm not going to go into details on it, but we had to set the show back. And Amethyst and I were weirdly relieved. Literally, I was like this when I got the message, about to glue down my eyebrows. Your questions aren't done? Good. That, and you're going to adore Lexi. Like, we just worked with her at Dickinson College, and she is wonderful. Originally, we had another guest lined up for this episode, but she couldn't do it. So while we were at Dickinson, we just asked Lexi if she would do it, and she was like, absolutely, that'd be fun. She's on Riot. She's also now our 420 episode, so we'll see what happens. Got to get the brows down today because I will be in face for over 12 hours. I already have a handful of items packed. She reminds me of the girl we used to be in the dressing room back then. She totally is. She totally is. She was there to get the job done and have a good time. And I miss that. Like, I miss just hanging out and doing shows. Like, people I've known for years, crickets. I reach out to people, I don't hear back from them. So, but we have to put our friends in every show. That's what it is now. And now that I'm not married to a show director, nobody messages me. That's just bitter and bitchy. But Not gonna say I didn't notice the correlation, which is sad. I still get gigs, but you know, how easily we are all replaced. Ironically, this gig came because of Lady Viola and not because of Jade DeVere. So it's going to be interesting. I'm very, very fascinated. The gatekeeping. Ooh, the gatekeeping. Well, and like, there's two sides of it because you do want to put together a show that is solid and fun and amazing. But when your show is the same show every single show, you know, that's, you're not doing yourself any favors. Um, and I'm not talking about any one particular person. Um, I've noticed this has been a thing that's been going on for a while. So, and I'm going to talk about it because it's my life. I was chatting with Katarina about it a while ago. Like, we both kind of were like, remember me? Uh, People who I was there for and fought for. Where am I from? And it's awkward and it hurts. And they say they're so diverse and it's never the that that part. Which, you know, there are different versions of diverse, and I get that. But when your show is 5 people who perform exactly the same, that's not diverse. It's funny, I was joking with someone recently, and we were like, remember when we used to talk about the old queens who wouldn't give us a shot, and now all of a sudden we're them? And I think that's an ongoing thing. I forget who talked about it recent. I think it was Trixie Mattel, actually. And she was just like, the younger queens want their shot, and they deserve their shot. But, you know, there is a legacy to drag. This is fun because this is all stuff I'm going to be talking about later today during my panel. Um, but there's a legacy and a history. And if you're getting into drag just because you want to get on some TV show, don't get into drag. Like, the sad thing is some of those kids actually get on the show and have turned it from an art form into just dress up fun time. Again, not that there's anything wrong with dress up fun time, but like, you don't get to shit on the people who came before you and then claim that you're the end all be all. You know, if there's a place with a legacy to it, you don't get to come in and say, hey, I want to change things up. I want to make it new and fresh. And I'm going to do it I'm going to do it my way. I don't care who came before. That's not okay. Um, Again, not talking about anyone particular. person. Because we all want to improve drag, you know, especially right now. We all have to be supportive of each other. We can't keep tearing each other down. We have enough of that from outside of our community. We need for some down for us. Then don't wish any. Yeah. I never wish harm. I wish karma. Um, Not the nightclub. The You know what I mean. Because I don't want anyone to fail. I don't want anyone to flop. But I do want people to wake up. Particularly me right now because tired. Was I talking about being awake at 7 a.m. or my drag? Yeah. We also need more people who can laugh at themselves. Just throwing that out there. It's a platform that we need to use wisely. We can't squander our place. Jesus, much coffee right now. I regret avoiding caffeine right now. Do we feel like breaking out the kimchi? I think we do. Where the hell did I put it? That's Prozac. That is not what I want. Where is it? There it is. Did I show you Thursday? I got 5 more sleeps. Stayed in my sister's. Slept during bachelor. Not the best sleep. Oh, I can imagine. When I used to be down in New Jersey for months on end, um, I used to frequently stay on people's couches, and I don't know how I got through stuff, to be very honest. Um, Now I'm very lucky to stay in guest rooms. Hello, Michelle. How are you? I hope you have a wonderful day too. I put a post up the other day that I was very excited about. I realized I'm essentially booked through the beginning of November at this point, with like a weekend here and a weekend there. And I'm debating if I want to fill those last couple weeks. I don't know that I do. I think I want to enjoy just a few weekends off. because once we hit July, I don't have a weekend off for a very long time. Would you rather have a leg made of knees or an arm made of elbows? Leg made of knees. Legs are easier to hide, but the added flexibility. Although, wait a minute. The downside. How often do my knees hurt? Oh, imagine that. Would more knees take the stress off of one and spread it out to all of them? I've never had so many follow-up questions after a question like that. All right. Isn't she lovely? That is a really good question. I've been very grateful. My knees haven't hurt nearly as much as they used to lately. Um, and that's what we call jinxing it, kids. Uh, I love those questions. They're great. Now, the funny thing about my look today, I'm debating how much makeup I want to take with me because I'm wearing a turtleneck for most of the day. But then at the end of the day, for my final performance, my chest will be visible. So I'm painting it now, knowing perfectly well it's not going to look like this by the end of the day. Ta-da! I love that your questions have also kind of become the, oh Lord, here they come. To remember to take the Lady Viola fan and a bunch of business cards. I'm also getting to a point where I'm thinking, good morning, Jess, where I think I can start bumping my hair again because my hair has gotten pretty long again. I was going to do it for the podcast the other night, but we didn't do it. So I did the baloney comment to Ivy Drip and ended making a shirt that is the same with a piece of baloney. That is amazing. I have to remember to get a hold of Morgan so we can do like a podcast crossover sometime. Her and I were chatting recently about an idea we had. Although the idea we had, I just saw someone's been already doing it, and I'm like, it's not the most cutting idea in the world, but I was looking forward to it. Yeah, it was, it was going to be fun. I was chatting about it with Poos Poos, and we were like, let's get down inside the dry closet. Yep, right? That'd be fun. There were a few podcast crossovers that have been floated over the last few years, and one of them kind of happened with IMHO. Um, our schedules just didn't line up. And yesterday, just keeping everybody updated on everything this morning. I had my final post-surgery check-in since my liposuction. They said it went extraordinarily well. I was concerned for quite some time because I did lose mobility in my lower lip for a while, but now we're back to relatively normal. The moment I talk about it, I notice it, but I'm not that worried about it. Thank you. Do I still see other things I wish I had done? Yeah. But I don't think I'm going to get anything else, to be very honest. Um, I'm happy with how this turned out, but I don't want to lose me in the process. Because right now I like me. You know, I've kind of been unpacking like the parts of me I didn't like for the longest time. But I'm back to liking who I am. I think we all go through phases of that where we're just kind of like, I'm not a big fan of me right now. So also been working on planning something pretty big. Change of scenery. Doing something that was put on hold for too long. Hello. I'm live right now.
I know.
Whoa, were you watching?
I was making breakfast.
Oh, neat. What's up?
I shouldn't have looked at you.
Oh,
Yeah. I think I'm gonna slip up here real quick, unnoticed.
yeah, that didn't work out.
No, it did not work out.
Bleh. Bleh. We went to IKEA yesterday. my appointment was down in King of Prussia, so we went to the mall, met up with a friend for a little bit, and then we didn't go to the IKEA we usually go to, or I usually go to. We went to the one my mom used to take me to when I was little. So, what?
You.
It will. You. You're a menace.
I know.
Bleh. Did we get anything at IKEA? No, we got ideas at IKEA. Just thinking about things here that we need to get rid of. New notification for Jade DeVere. What? Oh, I'm not even logged in on Facebook. That makes perfect sense. Switch gears. What new notification did I get? Yeah, Jade DeVere is live right now. Oh, it's Tracy. Amazing. Friggin' amazing. He just went back downstairs. No, that's awesome. So today, I wanted to play with makeup a little bit because I'm doing a mix of Lady Viola and Jade. So I don't know how draggy I want to get, but I have something in mind, especially since I am the White Queen. Telltale Steampunk Festival is doing an Alice in Wonderland theme. So I'm like, originally they wanted me to be the Red Queen, but I pointed out they already had Queen of Hearts and a Red Queen and a lot. So I was like, why don't I switch gears to be the White Queen? Which is easier for me because I have more white outfits than red outfits. I kind of want my other eyebrows. Where did I might have to open my new stencils. Because my favorite eyebrow stencil, she needed to retire. So she did. This is good orange blush. Huh. None of these are the stencil I wanted. Neat. This is a small pack of stencils. All right, you're gonna go right back in there. These are the old stencils I used to use. I got a new pack of them, but they weren't what I expected. So we're gonna figure out where I put my old stencil because I know I pulled it out of my makeup kit. There it is. I an orange blush would be fun, but I think I wear so much orange it would come across weird. And we're gonna figure out a very light eyebrow today. Let's do that. I love that Miron is getting into more than just theater makeup and actual cosmetics. Not that theater makeup isn't cosmetics, but like. This poor stencil has been through it. And it's so rare for me to do like a light eyebrow. But with the color scheme I'm doing today, today is the day. I like this color. No, this isn't Trixie. This is Kimchi as well. I wish I knew the colors in here. But this is the Happy Palette. Happy Palette. You can see because my lighting is so bright. That seems wrong. What else am I working on right now? I'm currently helping to organize the Pride Festival of Central Pennsylvania pageant. It has been 14 years since I held that title. So I'm helping put that pageant together right now. We have room for 10 contestants. So if anybody would like to compete and you live basically within 50 miles of Harrisburg, all the information is right there. Categories are personal interview, creative presentation, formal wear, and onstage question and talent. That will be June 26th at the Capital City Music Hall. Email me if you would like an application. The theme is Still Here, Still Proud, Still American. This will be honoring Enigma, our current ambassador. Enigma came up with the theme a while ago, and we all enjoyed it. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, I do very much like her. Yes, I do. Ooh. What else do I have going on? We did a show last week down in Allentown for Project Play, which was fun because it was several drag artists and several members of the leather community and the pet community, which was very delightful. Everyone was so nice. They gave us a survey at the end for anything that could be changed or fixed, and I haven't filled it out yet because I had such a good time. I think my only feedback would have been the dressing room was a little open. I felt pretty exposed. Um, I'm also, you know, very modest backstage. So, you know, not every performer is going to have that issue. So Miran, after a number of years, has warped and destroyed the cap for one of my cream sticks. So that's exciting. That raises a few questions. I like that white, but I want to go more. Speaking of Miran. But yeah, working for Project Play was very lovely. We were raising funds for, I believe, the Trans Equity Project. I don't know how much we ended up raising, but I know it was a great event. I always try to judge an event based on the audience's reaction, and we had a wonderful time. It was just a lovely dressing room. Just hanging out backstage was nice. They ended up putting the boyfriend to work a little bit. But yeah, it was a very fun time. I'm doing a color scheme today, and I'm trying to avoid making it a trans pride flag because I want to do a lot of pink and a lot of blue. But since I am not a trans performer, I don't want to tread into territory that is not mine or make statements that are not my statement to make. But you better believe during that panel there will be some allyship. I'm really stepping into a bit of the unknown with this. So we're gonna see how it goes. I feel it's going to be a very Ren Fair slash Fairy Festival crowd, which will be very fun and is usually a very welcoming and very warm environment. We're gonna do think above the do I want to use? I think I do. I think I'm going to use my blush for this. By the way, one of the best items that my former mother-in-law gave me was a quick little brush cleaner. That's all you do. It's basically got a soft stipple sponge in it, but just rub your brush in there a little bit and cleans it right off. Great. 11 new notifications on Facebook. Google. Cool. My story got 37 views before it disappeared. Right? These are amazing. And I'm kind of trying to do a look that's a little more new drag. Because since this show is very fantasy based, that gives me a chance to play. And yes, the spoon is out. Let's see how much we like this. And full disclosure, this was kind of the look I was going to do for the podcast this past week. I was going to workshop it there for today, but now we're just kind of doing that in reverse. Hmm. It was fine, and then I fucked it up. That's okay. It's okay. Clown White exists, and she is a hero. Hello, Laura. Went to see Anne Juliet last night in Hershey. It was really fun. I want to go and see it. Love the final look. Yeah, I'm going very steampunk meets futuristic in a way. Um, we're making choices today. I did realize once I switched from being the red queen to the white queen, it limited my corsetry. And I only really have one corset that fits that character. And we're going to go with it. So I like this challenge though. Usually steampunk is a lot of like golds, browns, but I'm not a normal person. So I'm going very bright. Mine's going to be literally the trans pride flag. I'm going very white, pink, and blue. And I am incredibly nervous about screwing this look up. I'm basing it on a lot of looks I've seen online lately. And mostly because I wanted to play. I want to have fun. Morning, Whitley. How are you? I'm actually going to be rocking some DR designs today because these are coming along. I'm going to try this. I'll bring my story time in Hanover this morning. Nice. Where is there a story time? Little Fox. Very cool. That's one thing I haven't been able to get back into getting excited about story times. Um, all right, well, there is too much clown white there, so we're going to have to rethink what we're doing right now. Though I am liking how this is turning out. And I'm glad it's not perfect because this is giving me a chance to collect myself and figure out alternative plans. And I am an hour into doing my recap. Now I need to hurry up a little bit. Getting back into drag slowly. It's been well over a year. That's cool. I see you've been doing the racehorse lately. That's awesome. You're doing watercolor. Cool. We did shows there a couple years ago. Uh, Chris Quigley actually organized them. They initially reached out to Derek, but they didn't like what Derek had to say, I guess. But I think we did 2 shows there, and I was like, I can't do this gig. It's too far away, and it was smoking, and I don't I don't do smoking venues. Oh, it's not smoking now. That's cool. You know how to get a hold of me. Um, I did a show years ago, and it was a benefit show, and I should have known based on the name of the venue that it was a smoking gig, but I was not prepared for how smoky it was going to be. Um, it was, I couldn't breathe. Like, we were all struggling through that show. And the dressing room they gave us was their alcohol storage, which was heated, and it was summer. Like, we were so disgusting. We were going out onto the roof just to get away from the heat in the venue. Um, and the venue was so crowded, which is a good thing for the venue, but we couldn't even perform at one point. And I was like, this is nuts. Yeah, it was a venue that wanted to do a show, but they didn't like that we needed a dressing room. Need to finish getting ready. Likewise. Dear venues that have drag shows, you need a changing space for your performers. A public restroom is not a dressing room. That came out a little bitchier than I wanted it to, but the fact of the matter is, um, drag shows are fun. Drag shows are great. People love them, but there are things that go into it, and a dressing room is not. It's not a hard ask. You know, a place for the performers to have a little modesty shouldn't be a deal breaker. Um, some performers don't care who sees them changing. I'm not one of them. And if that means I get less gigs, so be it. But yeah, I like a dressing room. It's funny. I was chatting with the people at this event because the other day I was like, I never worked out a dressing area. I should probably look into that. And they're like, oh, we have a hotel room for you. Well, okay then. Um, yeah, they're treating me very nicely today. I just saw a Nikki Tutorials video recently where she watched someone literally put a brush up against their nose and just contour around it. And I was like, that looks great. I'm not going to do that, but more power to who that works for. I also used to avoid contouring my nose, and lately I've started enjoying it. Guess what, everybody? There's nothing wrong with your drag changing. Just because I change a facet of my makeup doesn't change that I'm Jade DeVere. Pretty, but there's something devious going on, and I like it. like these. I played and now I have regrets. Yay. One person hanging on in there. Who do I got left? Jess. Oh, hey, Billy. Yes, if I am actually live this time. God, I don't want to do. Don't fuss with it. How would Moken say? Good. Getting ready for a steampunk event. I'm liking how this turned out. I need to remind myself, if you think you're going to mess with it and add something, don't, because you're just going to screw it up. Like, I thought about just adding glitter to my cheeks. I'm like, no, I don't need that. I like where we're at. I mean, I'll like where I'm at once I put a lip on and lashes. But I like where I'm at right now. I'm putting my makeup away. This for my beauty mark. There's something devious about her, and I like it. Exactly. These brows are so light, it cracks me up. Lady Viola's actual lip color today. lashes are right here. I ordered new lash glue because lately, every time I go to close my lash glue, it just erupts. So it's like, it's time to order a new one. Plus, I can tell I'm getting kind of low. Luckily, my panel starts in 3 hours. The event is about 30 minutes away from here. I'm excited to be doing my first panel today. Rob, thank you. I do my best. Oh, yeah. I'll even throw my hair on before I pop off of the live. This really did turn into a fun mashup of Lady Viola and Jade. Because I swear by this one since I was a teen. I use Salon Pro 30. I use weave glue. I just ordered more. Is it the healthiest thing in the world? No, but it does the job. And it dries black. So it's just an extra layer of eyeliner. Throw on some Her. Let me grab a brush before I throw this hair on. It really did come together well. I am not upset about it in the slightest. I'm getting there in a suit, and I think I'm leaving the suit on for most of like the panel and stuff. I've not worn this hair in so long. Ta-da! So I'm gonna get going because I have a steampunk event to get to. This, yes. Oh yeah. This is what I was going for. But if you are looking for me, I will be at Telltale Steampunk in New York today. Like I said, I believe it was $40 to get in today, $45 for Saturday. Sunday is $35. So yeah, there are add-ons with the tickets. It will be at the oh my gosh, why can I not remember anything today? My panel's going to go great. I'm just going to get up there and go, hi, what is drag? You tell me, because I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, it's going to be a great day. I'm looking forward to it. Everybody stay safe out there, and I will see you around. Bye.